Okay, so I just finished week 3 of my December daily, and my plan is that I am going to do, when I'm done, I'm going all the way through December. Here's the top, what it's looking like now. It's getting pretty chunky. My plan is to go through the entire thing again, do it sometime not 1 a.m. with some nice light and a nice camera, but I'm just going to go through right now, and I'm going to slowly flip through to where we get to day 15. And, I've already gone through all this previous stuff, pulled everything out, opened all the flaps and stuff, but I just thought, you know what, I'm going to just walk through it, flipping it over as I talk until I get to where we're going, and just kind of show you where it's at. Now it's coming together. My plan is to do a full video, but these are just kind of a good reminder for me, like what paper sources I used, etc. So that's why I like the weekly videos. I have been going back and adding some things. So like this page, it was originally crossed from that page, and they didn't go. So I added this card from the Ali Edwards kit. So I've slowly been doing things like that. This was a quote that was in the kit that I also seen on Pinterest, and I printed on the back side and then just added a few little doodads. So I have gone through just things I haven't been satisfied with, just messing around, just until I get it where I like it. And so I'll probably continue to do that. And but I have really been enjoying it. I am off work now, so I've had some more time to work on it and enjoy it and play around. And I find myself getting stuck on, like, I started doing all these paper pages like this instead of the sleeves, and so I make myself change up, try to just maneuver different size pages, just to vary it up. So this was the last one of the first week. So then day 15 was my first day of this third week. And like I said, I'm going to go all the way through December, so I'll do another one at the end of next week, and then I'll have a couple more days. I don't know how it's going to fit. I think I'm going to have to start doing 2 per page after Christmas, but I do have family coming in town on Christmas, so I want to go all the way through December. So this was day 15. My cousin and I went to this place called Holiday Wonder, or this event called Holiday Wonder this year. It's the first time. This is probably the only photo I've stuck in here. I don't really take a lot of people pictures, and that's something I've been thinking about a lot lately. I want that to be my goal for 2018, is to take more people pictures. So this was a lot of the I guess like almost 100% of the Ali Edwards kit, except for these little rhinestones. It's not her kit. It's from her company. It's one of the other 2 kits that were available. She did a walkthrough of all of them, but some of the pieces were from her kit. So I just added some little doodads. I wanted to use those. I bought them, so I'm just varying it up. I did cover this right here because I used some washi to cover both sides, because on the back side you could see the back of this. So this was day 16, and this is a line mostly called Milk and Cookies. And in this case, this day, I got together with the leadership of my Sunday school class. I'm trying to do some handwriting, but a lot of times I'm trying to like kind of cover it up, because of course it looks cleaner to have looks cleaner to have the typed pages, but man, just to have like journaling, like in my mom's handwriting and stuff, like those are really precious treasures to me. So this paper clip, I think, was from Michaels, and like I said, the little white 16 was just some letters I had from Hobby Lobby on a $1 sheet. I don't know, I'm going to put all these back. Anyway, so got together with my leadership team, and we went to service on Saturday night, and then went to Starbucks and kind of planned out the 2018. So that was kind of that's kind of looking ahead, and I added this little bow to the ephemera pack from that Milk and Cookies. So then on this page, I did the same thing I'd done way back there, where I said I knew that the next page I wanted to do with the black and white. So, and I really wanted to try out this little heart thing too that was in the little class that was given. So it's harder to see. You can kind of see this was actually the back side, because I really wanted, this was an Ali Edwards page. I used my Cricut, did the 6 hearts, and like both sides, like this one I used one of the things from Ali Edwards. This was just from one of my sheets, actually the Milk and Cookie sheet. So I tried to do both sides so that they're both decorated, and some of them, like these are the Ali Edwards stickers. These were just some sequins I had. This was a sticker from Hobby Lobby. This was a little upraised snowflake from Hobby Lobby. So then this is across from, oh no, this was actually day 17. So I made those so that these would be both kind of black. And I wanted to do a little half page. What I was noticing is that this part of my album was getting really fat and this part was not. And so I thought, what if I did like a little half page here that went with this little heart page, which I was wanting to do. So this was, I just kind of got in my car and drove to my old neighborhood. And I mean, I don't live very far from it now. I'm like 25 minutes away, but I went by my old house and just kind of talked about, like, every time I go by, it's, it's like the memories are fresher when I'm right outside the house. And they kind of live there. I get to take them with me a little bit, but they live there. And then I went by my mom's old house. We both grew up in the same city and not both live in Plano. So went by at night and just saw the Christmas lights there and just kind of reflected on Christmases past and about, home for the holidays. Like, even though I've created new memories as an adult, there's something special about that childhood home for me. I was blessed to be able to live there for 16 years before going to college, and then my mom downsized. So then day 18, I went out and looked at lights with my mom and my cousin and my aunt. We do a lot of things together, and so it was just, there's a really neat part of Plano called Deerfield, and they, just like every house is decorated, but it really is an ordeal. You have to be prepared to be there for a long time. And so I did the Snow and Cocoa kit. I think the last time I said that it was from a company, it wasn't. It's from a company called Crepe Paper, and I told you I'm obsessed with this in the last video. I don't know why. Just it appeals to me. So I added this little light charm I got to one of the cards from their ephemera kit and stapled this little snowflake. And so he's just kind of dangling loose. And I put something, just a little sticker or a ticket on the back just so it wouldn't be blank on the back. And then once you flip it over, I wrote about going to see the lights and took some photos of some of the lights we saw. And I showed this to my mom. She's like, we didn't go ice skating. I was like, it's just cute. I can do it if I want. I'm sure we saw some kind of ice skater out there. Anyway, she a little too literal on that day. So I like that because it just kind of pokes out. And usually it's squished in there so it stays. Okay, so this was day 19. And I knew that I wanted to try one of these like pictures that spread across 2 pages. So this is the Zodiac Room in downtown Dallas at Neiman Marcus, and every year they have this Christmas buffet, and they always have this like really like modern like turquoise and green wreaths. And so I did just a little embossing with Zodiac, and then just put a little 19 with some, like, it kind of goes with their wreath. It was my goal. And so I did across 2 pages, so it's real like clean and simple, but that's really, their restaurant's very clean and sleek. So I just wanted to try that out. So that was kind of, and then I made a little side pocket. And I just wrote about just how this was a tradition my mom and I did like the last 10 years. We always go to Holiday Buffet. Their theme this year in their window displays was the Nutcracker, so I put a little Nutcracker on the back. And then I put some additional photos right here, just of some of the things around the store and stuff. And so it just slips right there into that pocket. And that was just fun. That was really me wanting to play with some different techniques. And so, like I said, all of a sudden I started doing all paper and no sleeves for a while here, and then I'm making myself go back to sleeves here. I just have so many different things I want to try out. It's my first year, so I'm enjoying it. So then on the back side of this, I sewed a pocket, and this was this is a paper. Let me pull these out of the pocket. This is just a piece of paper I got from Carousel Christmas. It's a Bo Bunny. And this was some glitter letters that I got from Joann's. And then what I did was I wrote about making sugar cookies. And then on the back I did a picture of me cutting them out. I have a recipe I really love, and this one's really good too. It's my grandmother's recipe. So it's really good, but they don't hold their shape as well. But it's super delicious. And we used to make them every year growing up. So then I went and I borrowed my mom's recipe book, and it's so faded, and there's like stains from like when we've dyed the cookies different colors and stuff, which I love. And it's just, so I took a picture of it and made a little card and then added a little tag at the top there. So I really like that. I left it really simple. I'm trying not to make my book too much fatter. Sorry, it's super fat. So I'm just trying to leave it a little simpler. I want to add all kinds of embellishments and buttons, but I do like it, and I love the little vellum pocket. I just sewed it onto the paper. Okay, so then this was today, and so here I just cut one of those 4x4 pockets, and I used that sealer that I showed you on week 1, and I used some pieces. This is some pieces from the Allie Edwards kit. This was some sequins I bought at scrapbook.com, and then this is a packet. It's by Carta Bella, and it's a Very Merry Christmas. I had to keep that out just in case. And then so this is the 21st, and then today gosh, it was all about food. So I went to lunch with some friends, and I went to dinner with some friends, and I literally spent almost 6 hours sitting at a table and talking, and so it was really fun. So that's today's, and again, it's a little bit simpler. And what I tried to do, like, since these were upraised, and I did my upraised stuff on this side, so it's almost just like one page of upraised stuff instead of double the layers. So that is my day 7, and so I'm just loving it. I'm really excited about tomorrow. It's going to be some of my favorite traditions. I can't wait to. I've got a double page spread planned, so I will be back week 4.